Hey guys, welcome back to my watercolor channel, and today we are practicing to paint some birds, and which are a little bit further away and then they are a bit closer. I have orientated myself on the seagulls because the summer has started and we have beautiful weather, so it's kind of like time to go to the beach or to the lake, and you can find a lot of this kind of birds there. So I give you tips how to draw and paint them, and okay, let's get started. So sometimes it can be quite challenging to paint birds, but even smaller ones, or which are further away in the distance. But yeah, we practice it today, and I think it's quite important to for the landscapes painting. But I use a very thin brush. I add some indigo blue and some Payne's gray, so they don't have really much of a color. We start with a smaller one, so just press down and up. And maybe one good thing would be if, for example, the one wing is a little bit thicker while the other wing is a bit thinner. But for example, if you have several birds, then it's quite important to show them in different directions and maybe in different sizes as well. Here we go. So we have small birds, which is basically just the form of the birds, and it can be somewhat around the sea. Nice clouds. That's basically it. So we have nice birds there, just didn't want to really overpaint. And that looks really nice as a scenery somewhere around the beach, and then having here a nice beach ready. Very quick small paintings. Let's paint them a little bit bigger, and now a little bit like middle size, so a little bit more in the detail, because those ones are not much in the detail. But also here I try a little bit to add different forms. So we have the normal size. I draw them from the behind. So maybe one bird, and maybe second one, maybe a bit here darker, already can add some values, and a little bit more. And it's nice to have a curve here as well, so it looks much more natural. Those birds look a little bit bigger, but the intention is really they're a little bit closer, but not in the detail. Maybe third one, and the wings are a little bit more down. But if you like, this is basically like a sea at the sea. So I really like in this case some seagulls, and I use basically the same colors. Here more darker, and then adding maybe a little bit more shadow here. And then here as well. You have kind of really nice background already painting. You can up them there, and it's always good to watch the form of the birds. So this is a little bit bigger, and here as well some Baines gray. And again, you can really add maybe I add this blue there, and you're having a really nice around the birds, some nice colors, and kind of watching where are the wings. And then of course if something has, if the birds, the paint has, the birds have dried, paint has dried, you can add a little bit more color. So like I said, they're a little bit from the behind flying away. But now I do like a side profile. They're a little bit bigger, or actually the same size, but yeah, a little bit more in the detail. But it is quite important to actually have a sketch ready if you really want to add the detail. So it's a very fast sketch, and then have maybe another bird, and that here I wanted the wings go more this way, so it's more down. And having a wing. To add it in different shapes, we helps them to add the form as well. A little bit more darker. The eyes are actually quite small, especially with this small drawing. And still emphasizing here a little bit, and then the darker layer. But I did not want it to be too detailed, and then I continue here with this one. So I also added some Payne's grayish color. It must be a bit darker here, and A little bit more color, a little bit of a blue. And then as well as here. Adding some nice wing feathers to it. Wings. There's wings. Feathers to it. Also an eye would be nice here. So I don't have a specific seagull here, but I will paint another seagull which is far more in detail next time. What else is missing? Maybe some feet. Put some nice orange. My color's a bit dry. Sometimes the beaks are a little bit dark, so it kind of depends what kind of you have, and they can be quite gray as well. But I wanted to have them orange. Okay, this is not a specific seagull at all. It's just a demonstration, and I did have some references of flying seagulls, but I focus on this and show we have a background. Actually, I recommend if you put a background, like a real painting, you add the background first and add maybe some masking fluid onto the birds. So this is not a good quality paper, but it kind of like fits nicely. Where the beach? It can be also, we have many seagulls in the city, but because it's around the sea, so explains there's not much of a sea, not much of a beach there. So you should emphasize, for example, with different colors of the wings, a bit separated, so that the one is a bit more darker. But that was basically it. So the colors are fading fast away. So we have painted now a few birds, and which are a little bit closer and different directions and different kind of structures of the wings, which really helps to kind of like make the painting much more livelier and to give a different focus than having just one size and the same direction. And this is what we have done today, and I think it looks quite okay. So it's not very detailed, it's still a little bit like abstract, but I think that fits well with the landscapes painting. And I will paint next time or very soon a painting of a seagull, which is really close up and in much more detail. But until then, bye.